Hello everyone, it's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway, and I'm coming to you live from Cairo, from Giza Plateau. And as you can see behind me are the three pyramids of Giza, and the main being Cheops or Khufu. We have Khafre here, and the small little one right at the end there is Menkore. And really, there is nothing like this anywhere on earth that as yet that I have experienced. And I just wanted to bring this opportunity to everybody else to be able to witness, and I hope you can hear me, and I hope this is coming through properly. And and I hope you can actually see me, that I'm not on the side, because I've got my camera on the side, so I can see myself properly. I can see that I'm not any other way than what I should be, but if I'm not coming through properly, please let me know. Okay, so I do a weekly reading for those that do watch every week, and I work with my sacred geometry healing cards. So this reading is going to be from September 30th to, I think it is October the 6th, which is the Sunday. Hey Kylie, hey Carol. Where am I? I must be nearly 9 a.m. So I think I've been up since about 3 o'clock this morning. So a bit of jet lag. I only arrived here yesterday morning, which was about 4:30 yesterday morning. And well, Carol, I hope you enjoy. So my readings are general, so they either will or they won't resonate with you. As I said, I am working with the sacred geometry healing cards. And Carol, where are you that it's 3 a.m? Oh, Boston. Okay. Well, Melbourne, I know, which is where I'm from, I know it's the afternoon there. We're about 8 hours behind here in Cairo, but it's a little bit more behind in Boston. Okay. All right, so I'm going to draw some cards, and let's see what comes up. I just feel so privileged to be here, and to actually, this is the room that I've got for the next 5 nights, or 6 nights we'll be here all up, and just to be in front of these pyramids, to actually sit with this energy is like nothing I've ever really experienced before. This is the seed, truly is the seed being in here. Okay, so I asked for a general reading for the public. What cards, what do we need to know? Can I please have a card? Can I please have some cards? Okay, so the first one, oh my God, excuse me, it's fallen down. The first card that's come through is the joy card. Sorry, it is a little bit hard to see. The joy, happiness, this is all about believing and creating the joy, in your world. And it's all heart-centered, because when we look at this, it's the octahedron. The octahedron pertains to the heart. And I do apologise again for the glare. It's really quite bad here. But it's the only way to have those pyramids there in the background. But yeah, this is the octahedron. What is actually so beautiful is that when we look at when we can see the pyramid at the back there, and we see that it's got the 4 sides plus the base, when we actually do as above so below, you'll actually see that the shape that it will actually create is the octahedron. So quite fitting for where I am at this time as well. So this is about finding your inner joy, your inner happiness. What I've really learnt, to go by my own personal experiences of late, is that when we're tested to the nth degree, and we're finding a lot of overwhelm in our life, we really need to take a step back, and we have to ask ourselves, what is it that I'm actually learning from this experience? What is it that I have to release? What is it that I need to understand and know to find that joy that I am to create here in my life right now? Because you know what? Life is short. Life is what we make of it. And you know what? I have pushed and pushed and pushed, and really seen what it is that I want to create personally with my life, and I'm living it now. I'm living my dream, and I'm here right now. So yeah, this is all about joy. It's finding that pure joy and happiness in your life. Okay, let's grab another card. So, what else can we find? What else do we need to know? Sorry, not find. Okay, I ask for another card for this reading for this week, please, and thank you. So for those that are tuning in, I'm working with the Sacred Geometry Healing cards at the moment, which are my cards. Okay, reflection. I love this again, and this is the labyrinth from the Chartres Cathedral in France. And when this card comes through, what this is telling us, right now, and it really goes with this joy card because of how I'm reading it, it is about the joy we're creating. It's about the life that we're creating. It's the business that we're creating. And what are we doing? We're here to walk our talk. It's about taking everything from our experience and making the most of everything we have within our life, and the experiences of both the positives or the negatives, the hardships that we have, the elations that we have. And how lovely. Hi, Carol. Maybe I'll see you sometime later. Or come see me. If you see me walk, just come and say hi. But, this is about walking our talk. And this, for me, is exactly where I am and what I'm doing now. I've taken everything, that I've learned, and I'm still learning, and, really walking my talk and teaching what I really believe is my life purpose and my true passion. And if I can just reach one person, then you know what? I am elated to say I'm walking my talk. So there's the second card. Okay, really nice, just what's coming out right now. All right, so joy, reflection. Okay, can I have another card, please? Can I please have another card? What other card? Okay. Excuse me. Okay, the next card to come out is one of the solfeggio frequencies. And this is 639. 639 is all about our relationships. It's about, I'm just trying to find a better angle, but there is none. So after this, I will actually take a photo of the card so you'll be able to see, and I'll put it at the bottom of the reading. Love you too, Miss Tina. Hello. 639. Again, this is all about our relationships. It's our relationships first and foremost within ourselves. It's about the values that we create in our own lives, because as we create our values, it's then what we can rub off and what we can teach to others. So these values rub off to our partners. They're the values that rub off to our children. They're the values that we actually create within our lives, and we use it within our relationships, in our business relationships. It's the professionalism that we create within our world as well. And, the relationship, when we truly see and believe in ourselves, what it is that we're here to create, what it is that we want, it is then something that we can then pass on to the others around us. It's also a card that right now, when I look at joy, when I look at reflection that have come through, another way that we could actually look at relationships is saying, are we actually honouring ourselves? And, it may be that you're in a relationship at the moment, and it doesn't necessarily just have to be personal. It could also be a relationship that is business. And what it may be telling us is that there is a relationship that you have outgrown. There is a relationship that, you've got to look at maybe letting go of, because when we look at these numbers as well, 6 plus 3 plus 9 is an 18, and 1 plus 8 equals a 9. So another way of looking at this is saying, okay, well, when we're looking at the frequency of 9, we're looking at the frequency of endings as well, completion. And we come to completion in relationships. And as I said, whether it be family, whether it be friendships, whether it be professional relationships, sometimes, we have to honour what we have experienced and say to ourselves, you know what, I've got what I've needed out of this, now it's time to move on. Okay, let's get another card. Absolutely beautiful. I just want you to know that I'm absolutely sweltering here at the moment, and it's something like 9 a.m. And it's been actually really hot. So, and I'm here actually in the shade, but I'm still hot. But I think, okay, I think there's another card. All right, so another card to come through. So sorry, it's hard to see, but this is Metatron's Cube. This card has come through. This is all about us understanding and knowing that everything that we need within us, you know, creating the joy and happiness for ourselves, walking our talk, looking at the relationships, mirroring relationships, looking at what we've taken from relationships. You know, it is all a part of us, or within us, and you know, the Metatron's Cube holds within Akashic Records. It holds within it all the blueprint in which we need to thrive and survive in this world. And you know, when it's time to start delving deeper, you know, when we realize that, you know, there are things that have been superficial or on the surface for in some areas in our life, that it's now time to dig deeper. And it's time to dig deeper, whether we want to call it the Akash, or, you know, there's that inner knowing that it's time to find more answers. You know, it's time to discover some more knowledge, and as we understand knowledge, we create the wisdom that goes with it. It's like, the way I like to, you know, the example that I keep using is, it's the knowledge of knowing that a tomato is a fruit, but wisdom tells you we don't put a tomato into a fruit salad. So it's really, you know, time to delve deeper, and seriously, I'm in no better place than being able to do that right here. And, you know, it doesn't matter, I can come back here a million times, and each time I come, I will always be learning. There will always be that, you know, initiation process that will come through for me. Through all of us, because, you know, we're here to learn until the time we die. And it's all about the remembering, and it's, you know, awakening our consciousness on a much deeper level than we could ever understand or know, to be, you know, that we could ever fathom. Okay, let's do another card. Can I please have another card? So for those who have tuned in, this reading is a general reading. You may or may not resonate with it. You may just take little bits from it. Oh, here we go. Excuse me. One of my favourite cards. It's a simple one, but oh, it's so beautiful. It's clarity. It's about wishing upon a star. And the way I look at this card as well is, you know, it's the Aquarian energy in the tarot of the star card. And the star card reminds us to remain clear and focused on what it is that we want to create in our world. It's about being, you know, wishing, and it's about being able to visualize that which you want to materialize into your life. And, you know, don't ever give up hope. You have to keep that dream alive, whichever way you look at it. You know, even if you're, you know, finding bumps in the road, and as my girlfriend was talking, you know, talking about Thoth from the Emerald, you know, we were talking about the Emerald tablets, and Thoth, the Thoth talks about, you know, there being a lot of stones and pebbles along your path. But it's so important that whatever you do in life, that you always look up, always look towards the sun. And it is absolutely so true, because we can't look down, because the answers we want are above us. The answers we want are within us. They're not going to be down. We need to, you know, be able to get over these hurdles that, you know, that have been placed. But these hurdles that are there, these pebbles on our road, are there to make us great, to make us, you know, more than what we ever thought we could truly be, to truly awaken us on every level of our being. So, wish upon a star. Don't give up on those wishes, those hopes, those dreams, those desires. All right. Now I've got to fly. flying around. Okay, I'm going to pull another card. So I pulled 5, and I'm going to just think I'll pull one more card. And, oh, it's flown out. Here we go. Excuse me while I just reach down and get it. Oh, they keep flying out. So, okay, so rebirth. Rebirth has just come out of the deck, and that follows on too from the Metatron's card that came out before. Okay, so rebirth is really transformational. It is, to me, when I created rebirth, the liquid alchemy in a bottle, the elixirs that I create, the one that actually goes with this is snake medicine. And because snake medicine is all about transformation, it's about reweaving, reactivating on so many levels of our being. And we seriously are recoding on so many levels. You know, the more work that we do on ourselves, the more shifts that we're creating on higher levels, on different levels. So it's that transmutation, it's that transformation that we're seriously going for. And the bottom of the deck is, I don't know if you can see, is actually the solfeggio frequency of 3, 6, and 9. Again, this, you know, when we compound the 3 numbers, it's an 18, which actually becomes a 9. Hi, Jan. And, you know, again, it is about endings. And the bottom of the deck, you know, when we look at the 396, what we're doing is we're actually, it's telling us it's time to release your fears, release the blocks that are in your way, that are stopping you from being the most amazing soul that you can for you, you know, right here, right now. Don't allow these blocks, you know, to stop you, to inhibit you from reaching your greatest potential in life. And oh my God, this seriously, I couldn't have pulled better cards, and they couldn't have flowed any more beautiful than what they have. And to recap, I have joy on the table. Joy is about, you know, creating that inner joy, that inner happiness within your world. Reflection, which the Chartres Cathedral Labyrinth. Hey Megan, which is this one, you know, it's about walking our talk, you know, the 639 solfeggio frequency, it's all about working on the relationship with you and others. Metatron's cube, the clarity card, rebirth, you know, it's what we're going through. And, you know, as I said, you know, that we're always going to have pebbles or rocks on our path. It's about being able to walk around these pebbles, to deal with them, but it's to always look up and to see that there are so many other ways in which, you know, you can achieve your greatest goals, your greatest desires, to reignite your passion, and your, you know, reignite your, you know, that flame for wanting to bring your passion, your joy, your happiness to your life and your world. And this is what I'm here to do, you know, now. This is part of my soul's journey, is to be able to bring other souls to these sorts of places like Egypt and Jordan and Bolivia and Peru and Mexico. And all these places are, you know, coming forward in the next 12 to 24 months. And, you know, please, you know, if you want to find a different way in being able to, you know, reignite that passion and that purpose within yourself, there's no better way than travel. So thank you so much for joining in today, and I hope you can see what I do. I know it's a little bit glary, and Glenda, you're more than welcome. Thank you for watching. Yeah, so I will come back with you. Please do watch this space, because I'm going to bring some live readings as often as I can. Or if they're not lives, I will be doing some filming of the places that I'm going to, and I will, as soon as I get into Wi-Fi, put them up so that others can see, you know, what it is that I can see. And as I say, do you see what I see? Thank you, Megan. It is absolutely spectacular. I couldn't ask for a better view, and this is what I get to wake up to. This is what I get to sit in front of 24 hours a day if I choose to for the next, you know, 5 days. So yes. Okay. Yeah. All right, well, thank you everyone for watching. I will take a photo of these cards so that you can see them clearly. If you are interested in purchasing these cards, you can purchase them from my website. I have the second edition back in stock as well. And for those who are international, they are sold all over the world now, and you can find them. And if you're not 100% sure, you can actually go onto Schiffer Publishing website and you can buy the cards direct from there. So you purchase both sets of cards at the same time. No, Megan, I don't, but I have to tell you that the cards, the first edition of my cards, there's not a lot of decks left, and I've actually brought the price right down. So they're $34.95 if you buy them directly from my website, and the second edition, and that's Australian dollars, or $59.99 for the second edition. So the one I'm using at the moment is the second edition. And the second edition have 4 extra cards in them. Yeah, but they're both worth working with, and you know, you can use them both to do readings with, or you could use one to create grids with, or elixirs. You can do whatever you like with them. So I still work with both of my decks. It doesn't really matter. So yeah, it is a glorious view, absolutely. Okay, again, thank you so much for joining in. And I will speak with you soon. Okay, bye for now.